Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with KK. You're here, my Fit Kitchen, Vitality Kitchen. I'm a passionate educator and health coach, and I really love, this is part of the education. I love creating alternatives for people. It's not about just wiping out everything that you can't eat. You need to know the alternatives and high quality. So I am an author of this fun cookbook, Simple Cooking for Vitality. The bioenergetic cooking method is really unique. We're just looking at how food can provide energy, healing information, energy for different areas of the body. So it really helps you to get mindful about food and connect with what's really going on and bringing you more health. So we are making something really fun today. We're making biscuits. And the reason why, I'm getting inspired because it is red, white, and blue. I am pink, blue, and white today, but I've got lots of red around my kitchen. I love splashes of red. And strawberries. It is summer season. It is heart season. The heart loves red, the color red, those antioxidants that you're getting. So it just shows you that very quickly you can change your health, especially cardiovascular health, by going with all of the phytonutrients and antioxidants. Those are all the colors. And you know that I cook with lots of colors. These smell amazing. You need organic strawberries, by the way. They top the Dirty Dozen list every single year for the past, I don't know, since they've been doing it. And so 50 some odd reasons why you don't want inorganic strawberries. Some of them in combination, the toxins create massive stress for your cells. Everything we do is for cellular health. So these smell so good. I soak these in water with actually a splash of apple cider vinegar just to make sure we're getting off any residue. And those are organic, but they're great because we're going to be making strawberry shortcake the way we used to do it with biscuits, not using Biscuit like we used to do as a kid. And I'm sure some of you know people that make amazing biscuits that are big and fluffy. However, the problem we have is white flour. We have gluten. We've got butter. It's usually not grass-fed. And we've got a glycemic index that's way up here that's going to jack your blood sugar. We want to keep blood sugar stable. And if you are borderline, insulin resistant, type 2 diabetes, all that, you can't even afford to have that much carbs. You've got to keep your blood sugar stable. And we need nature's carbs, which is all the fruits and the veggies. Those are your good carbs. So we want to save space. But by creating an alternative with chickpea flour, you're getting more fiber, you're getting protein in the mix, and you're getting lower start to your carbohydrates. Plus, you're not getting the gluten, which has been proven to break up your gut microbiome and to create that leaky gut problems. We don't need them. We don't need the gut problems. So here you're getting 18 total carbs, minus out 5 grams of fiber. So beans are going to have a good amount of fiber. And you're left with just over 2 grams of sugar in the conversion for carbs there. And you're still getting protein here, 6 grams per serving. So the reason I chose this brand, and my whole passion is for people to take back control of their health. And it starts right here in your own kitchen. You don't have to cook every meal, but you do have to make some meals. You get to control your quality, and you get to create alternatives that they might not be providing in the restaurants because they don't care about buying high quality. They care about selling the food. At least most restaurants don't. So I want you to take back the control of your health. I want you to raise your vitality and your energy so that you have a lifetime of this really powerful longevity, the key word of today, right? With just nutrient-dense whole food. So grab yourself an apron, and I hope that you load up on aprons. There's a lot of fun ones out there. Guys, you can get an apron of a sexy guy body here if you don't think you have one. So really fun. But ladies, there's lots of fun ones. I like pink. This one's actually made by a family that used to make them at our farmers market. They moved away, but I love their aprons. So it's fun. Get covered up so you don't get dirty. Now, this is just 5 ingredients. We're going to be using an alternative milk. I'm cutting back on dairy. I don't do any dairy myself. And in the summer, you definitely want to cut back on the dairy. Now, that makes it hard if you love a lot of ice cream, but it causes in 70% of the people a low level inflammation that you don't feel. So there's alternatives out there. I have a video on there for chocolate gelato that's amazing, made with coconut milk. So I love this brand, Malk. It's very simple, filtered water, organic almonds. You know you're getting almonds in here. No carrageenans, no gums, no fillers. That stuff also damages the mucosal lining of your gut. It's very sensitive, one cell thick, and then you've got leaky gut getting into your bloodstream, causing the aches and pains. So we've already started creating like a little bit of sour milk with the apple cider vinegar. So you need a half a cup of the Malk. We just need a teaspoon of this Bragg's. Why do I get Bragg's? I want the apple cider vinegar, high quality with the mother, the probiotics, the natural fermentation in there. So don't cheap out on the brands. You want the highest quality of everything because it matters. So we're going to be putting the dry ingredients in here now. Very simple, about a cup and a quarter, a cup and a third. Let me just use a half cup measure. And since we're not sifting, you can always use a fork to toss around. We're going to quarter cup. So I did a heaping quarter cup, so it's a little over a cup and a quarter, but I chose this chickpea flour. It's by a family in Washington, certified glyphosate-free, non-GMO, and Alliance, certified Food Alliance. I like that it's family owned and done here in the United States. I like to support family run businesses, so this is great. And I got that brand on Amazon because you're not going to find all these things even in Whole Foods. So we need baking powder. Now, what do I get? I get a grain-free, I get a baking powder, and I'm trying this one. Here, it's a grain-free baking powder. It's corn-free, it's gluten-free, and it works. That's the biggest thing. So we need, I think we need a teaspoon and a half, if I remember. We're just putting all of it. So this is a half a teaspoon, so we're using 3. Right, and I just keep these in containers so nothing opens up, nothing spills. When you see my cabinets, I've shown them in some of the videos, everything is in jars, everything is in labeled containers. That way it's easy to access. We only need a quarter of a teaspoon of the baking soda here. And again, I am using a premium quality baking soda with no gluten-free certified and no aluminum. We don't need any more aluminum in our bodies. If you do certain scans that I have, you can tell the stuff that's in there. But we're just going to toss this around. A little bit of sea salt as well, which I thought I had. I'll grab it. This is a pink, this pink salt, and it's called the real salt. You can get it at Whole Foods. And this is a great time of year to salt your water. You might be sweating a lot more because it's hot out. So I put, this is my water pitcher. I put salt in my water pitcher. Very helpful. So we're just tossing that around. So now all we're going to do is we're going to be adding the olive oil. Drizzle that in. So I'll show you the olive oil. I like Primal Kitchen. Between 3 tablespoons and a quarter of a cup. So just under a quarter of a cup. So I like this one for making delicate dressings. I like Primal Kitchen, the high 400 degree oil that's what I'll probably saute a lot in. I don't overheat my olive oils. I like them, some of them over there. I don't heat them at all. I just make dressings out of them. You don't want to change, you don't want to oxidize And you want to keep what we're having olive oil for is the polyphenols. My delicious, I just did a little short video on a rotini alternate red lentil salad. And all I did was I sauteed quickly the broccoli with some olive oil and, oh, so that did sour real nice. Okay. And then drizzle over the olive oil. So there was no dressing involved, but that salad was delish with just fresh herbs. That's what makes it great. So we're just stirring this together now lightly because we're just going to do drop biscuits, which are super easy and fun. So tossing this around, we don't want to over stir it. And so here's the difference. Now, if you're making these into like a biscuit for a dessert, you can add a little bit of coconut sugar to the recipe itself. Okay. You can put a little bit on top of it after if you want to, like we are. So these are ready to go. So this is perfect. Very, very simple. Now, let me just get the pan over there. I already have it lined with parchment paper. The oven's already on 425. These cook pretty quickly. So we will be right back and continue making these yummy biscuits, which you can freeze. And so, okay, we're back. I just tried out a different technique of dropping the biscuits on here. So you can use a little 1/4 cup measure. That way you kind of get them around the same size. I actually do this with my burgers when I'm meal prepping for people. I use a 1/3 cup. Helps to shape the burger and keeping the sides all the same. So you're just going to edit this recipe for ever how many that you need here. You should make 6. And we're going to sprinkle some sugar on. And just use the spoon to get out extra. We'll get a little bit more here. So we'll get 7. This little guy right here. And we'll add a little bit more to the first one. All right, fun. Now, let me wipe my finger. All right, my little measuring spoon. So when I said you can sprinkle a little bit of sugar on them for the dessert idea, it's fine. And then the Herbes de Provence, that's actually a really good herb to put on some of them if you're going to use them for other reasons, like a chicken. Grilled chicken, making your own simple gravy with a bone broth and some arrowroot. Look how pretty these are. So let's do 3 with herbs and then one more here with sugar. So the oven is on. It's got stuck. The oven is on. We're just going to cook it for 10 to 13 minutes. And we will be right back. So thank you. That gave me time to clean up a few things. And we can start cutting the strawberries. You definitely want to have a nice, sharp paring knife and just cut there. You don't need special tools to cut your veggies and stuff. Just learn how to do them. So it depends on how thick or how thin you want these. You can quarter your strawberries. You can slice them like this. Many times I've cut through so many of these. And this is just a joyful operation here, smelling the strawberries at this time of the year. So fantastic. Now you can prepare these, take off the tops, and you can freeze some because then you'll be able to add them to fruit smoothies. Important. You can cut up some other ones to have in the morning or late morning, whenever you stop your fast. And I like to make my clients really high quality overnight oats, and maybe we'll do that as our next video here. And the reason I call it high quality is because the ingredients matter. It's not just oats and milk and cinnamon and dates. We're going to get other things in there to add fiber and protein. It's really about maximizing your nutrients when you are at home. You have full control. You have full control of quality and everything else. And this is where we should be spending our money. Save your money on your insurance, not on your food. And quite frankly, any type of ad that's in a newspaper, a magazine, or on TV, I would never eat. It's usually commercialized food, and that's what we're trying to stay away from. We're just sticking with simple whole food. And if you eat, by the way, and you meal prep properly, and I do meal prep for clients that are busy, if you're eating, you're not getting hungry. And if you fix your metabolic system, which I help people do by getting fat adapted, you can go for hours without eating. Your body will switch right into fat burning and you'll feel great. So then you're not trapped to always feel like food is controlling you. You're controlling your body, your health, and your food. So that's enough for these purposes. I wish you could scratch and sniff these. They're so yummy. Now, another problem with strawberry shortcake from the past is they put way too much white sugar. Oh my God, how much sugar do we need? This is just a loaded information plate. It's going to taste good for 15 minutes, and then your body is going to be all going, ugh, what'd you just do to me? We don't want to feel let down in the summer. We want to feel light. We want to get outside and exercise and eat less and drink more water, hydrate. And you saw my videos on watermelon, fantastic. So what you can do is sprinkle like a teaspoon of this coconut sugar. This is raw coconut sugar. Coconut sugar is going to have a little different glycemic response in the body. It doesn't go straight to boosting you up. And, you know, just small little mindful moves like this are really going to help you out. So we're going to let this sit. You just sprinkle it with a little water, and it just gets juicy on its own from the sugar. And we'll be back when the biscuits come out, and then we can put this together. Okay, guys, these are done. 10 minutes goes by in a flash. And I suggest you check them at 10 minutes. You can just test the tops. So these look all natural, fantastic. Look at that. So you can be really proud of these. And those ones with the herbs on top, those will make a really, really tasty added, you know, special thing to some meat with some really nice veggies. Occasionally get some carb cycling into your body. Now these sugar biscuits, we're going to open up a couple here. So for this, you're just going to slice them. We're going to top them with the strawberries and then put the top back on. Now, if you know for sure that you're not allergic to dairy, although once you give it up for a little while, you notice that you feel better, you can make stiff cream out of an organic or heavy cream and just whip it up. That's the way we did as kids. I never liked milk. That was probably a sign that my body didn't do that well with it. Or you can get I'll show it to you after, coconut milk that's made for whipping up and put a little on. Or you don't need any at all, and go from there. Now, the berries already have a nice little shine because just a little bit of sugar added to these. We want to get our palate down, the sugar palate down, so that the sweetness of the strawberries is what the sweetness is that we're getting. You don't need a lot of extra sugar. So we would just be piling on the strawberries. I'm going to put the little top back on it after. Inside. Here, how fun. Put a little on the side here. Fantastic. Look how yummy, yummy, yummy this is. Oh my God, it looks amazing. So I'll probably have it for after dinner. Very easy. So let me just show you the coconut cream because it's still cooling in my refrigerator, so we can't whip it up right now. Okay, two options for you. Here's the heavy cream. And this actually has less cholesterol than the other cream, coconut cream with the no guar gum. But so you can use this. It's got a cool in there, and you use the hard part. You whip it up, or you can make your life easy, which I'm going to do right now. I love this coconut vanilla. It's cocoa, so it is a fermented yogurt. It tastes delicious. A lot of really good cinnamon. And by the way, we only added 1 little teaspoon to this, and it's really, really sweet. So that's fine. You do not need a lot of sugar. So watch what we can do here. Just adding our little bit of white. Now, if you want to get some blue into your red, white, and blue, of course, we know that wild strawberry and wild blueberries are super high in antioxidants. Those anthocyanins are fantastic for your brain, for your vascular system, for everything. Our body soaks it up. That's the color. So look how fabulous this is. Yummy, tasty, super easy biscuits made with more fiber and less carbs, no gluten, very easy on the body. And you still get that feeling of having a biscuit. And if you do butter, you can put butter on those other ones with the herbs on top. So if you made it this far, fantastic. Give me a thumbs up. That would be great. Share some videos, and hope you have a lovely day. And thanks for tuning in right here in KK's Fit Kitchen.